It worked this time.
What?
I pressed the A button once and it didn't
Oh.
work. Okay, so welcome back to Let's Play Trauma Team. Yeah, so
we took a brief break and I forgot what we had just done, and then I saw that card that he's holding, and then I remembered.
Yes.
there we go.
If I think
All
about
right.
what happened at the time of the murder, these do have a common link.
So this is Trauma Team,
These fine blood
I'm redxparasite.
I'm Mary327.
clothing.
and these are fine bloodstains splattering on Rosalia's clothing.
This hemorrhaging was most likely caused by
The gunshot.
I guess bleeding from the right palm.
Yeah.
Bleeding from the thigh. Coughing up blood.
Yes, it somehow sprayed out of her thigh, up and back into her chest.
That's right. There was a defensive wound on Rosalia's palm. The killer turned his gun on this girl and pulled the trigger. That bullet tore through the hand she held up, ineffectually trying to ward off the blow. It then continued into her body, piercing her heart.
It
The
technically
fine blood
weakened the
stains
blow.
were from the blood that came from her hand.
Not enough to count.
Not enough to be in any way significant, but it technically did.
The events of Rosalia's death are becoming clear.
Oh, we're getting the serious music.
First, the cause of death. The wound that killed
The
Rosalia
piano
was...
music of seriousness.
That's what we're gonna call it from now on. Even though this is the last case where we'll see it.
Well, that means we'll probably still remember it while it's relevant.
Okay.
Watch us forget the next one.
Gunshot to the chest.
Right. The bullet that went through her chest struck her heart, ending her life. Now, what direction did that fatal shot come from?
From the front.
Yeah.
From outer
Indeed.
space.
The entrance
Yeah, at
and
least none of
exit
them were
wounds tell us the
completely
path
stupid.
the
Front,
bullet through her
back,
body.
left, and right are all sides. Not like from underground was one of them.
Yeah.
Rosalia was alive just before this shot as well. The evidence for this is...
She raised her hand.
Yeah.
Yes, the wound on her palm is a defensive one, caused by her trying to protect herself from the gunshot. Her right hand also has another piece of important evidence. That is...
Gunshot residue?
Yep. Excellent reasoning.
Indeed, the gunshot residue from the shot
Reasoning,
that killed her.
I'm sure I've said this, but reasoning is really a generous word most of the time when they say that.
Yeah.
Gunshot residue was left behind when...
It's more so, good job on keeping up with what we've been telling you.
Yeah.
Yes. Gunshot residue is found on targets that have been shot at close range.
We got a card. Oh, they vanished. Oh.
We can
Whoa.
tell that Rosalia
A lot of
had been
things
shot
changed
in
with
the
our
chest
evidence.
from a short distance away. What would drive someone to be so determined to kill Rosalia?
That is a good question. Oh, let's ask. No.
He basically said, why do you think I would know that?
Okay. Well, I think we're kind of at an impasse again.
Again, the fact that he says something different than any other time that it's wrong.
Okay,
Has me
apparently we're
suspicious.
supposed to... Yeah, we have to do something.
This casing was
Oh, there
found
we go.
in the blue flower field. This
Now
tells us
that'll
that
work.
Okay.
Because the shot that killed her was fired from close range and she didn't move. After she died, so... A shot was fired here.
Indeed.
It was sort of a
Means that
shootout.
the
It was
gun
just a
was
very
fired
short
here.
one. Involving one shot.
And
That might
this
be
is the
stretching the
place that
definition a
Rosalia
little.
was found dead.
Yeah. I think shootout generally implies more than one.
Yeah. It's closer to
cause of
accurate than the
death
other
was a
two,
close-range
probably, where I
gunshot
don't remember what they were.
Thus,
Rosalia was killed here.
Oh, we're getting to the gold stuff.
that's right. This is where Rosalia was cut down.
Well, she wasn't cut, she was shot.
But who?
Okay. And they're getting somewhere.
We actually have no reason to look on the right page.
Yeah, we don't. There we go.
All right.
Kimishima, the analysis on the glass shard has been completed.
Which analysis on the glass shard?
Whose blood it is, I believe.
Huh. You mean the
Okay.
shard that was found near the entrance? Did you figure out whose blood
Yes,
that
the
is?
only glass shard.
Yes. At first I thought it might be Albert's, like the bloodstain on the floor. But it seems that the blood on the glass shard came from Rosalia.
She cut her foot on it, most likely.
Rosalia's?
Yes, the DNA matches, there's no doubt.
Rosalia left a blood stain indoors as well. What in the world does this mean?
It's not that complicated. Don't sound so confused.
Okay, now that we have that,
This glass shard was found on the floor near the entrance. It came from the glass on the door after it had shattered. That piece of glass had Rosalia's blood on it. Her corpse's foot had a cut and signs of hemorrhaging on the bottom as well. This most likely means that
okay. Prove that she stepped on broken glass.
She cleaned up broken glass with her foot.
yes,
Not the best method.
Rosalia stepped on
With
this
her
glass
bare
shard.
foot.
Yeah.
From the amount of hemorrhaging, she must have injured it just before her death.
Okay. We're down to a single page now.
That's a
I
good
feel like
sign.
we have to back out again because there's nothing more we can do. No?
That was not the correct answer.
Dang. We may learn something new. What broke the glass? It's
Yes,
this.
these do give us something we can draw a conclusion from.
So you gotta read the cards, man.
Yeah.
When the glass on the door shattered, Rosalia...
She would have had to been...
Alright, well, she had to be inside there. Well,
No, because it was fired through the window, right?
but she had... Well, no, she had to be somewhere where she would step on the glass. And of those, the only one that makes sense is inside
Oh.
the lab.
Yeah, maybe it missed then.
Yeah.
It was fired
That's
at
right.
her, but it missed.
Rosalia cut her foot on the broken glass. This proves that she left the room after the glass broke. Rosalia's foot was cut right before she died. Given the fact that there aren't any more bloodstains from her inside the room,
She left the room immediately after that shot was
Rosalia
fired.
headed outside immediately after cutting her foot on the glass. In other words, Rosalia was...
Running away from someone.
Yeah. She was looking for something. An escape route.
Yes.
Yeah.
She most likely avoided the shot and ran from the room. The gun was obviously being pointed at...
Rosalia.
Yeah.
An attacker outside. The flowers. They really hated flowers.
The shooter had been aiming at Rosalia all along. That's why she ran out of the room. In doing so, she stepped on the broken glass, injuring her foot. That is what happened at the entrance to this room. 2 shots were fired from inside this room. If neither of them was from someone shooting further into the room, and someone inside was targeting Rosalia... Little guy. What is it?
Dr. Kimishima, we've located the lock.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
The lock? Oh, you mean the one that goes to the key found in Albert's clothes?
That was from the last
It was
section
a
of this,
safe
right?
deposit box in a bank. We've already
Yep.
taken it and the contents.
Good. What was inside it?
A 9mm handgun.
Hmm.
Albert Sartre's fingerprints were found on the grip as well. Could it be that the person who shot Rosalia was...
Let's confirm something before that. Was the gun loaded?
Yes, the magazine holds 7 rounds, and it's possible to keep an additional round chambered.
How many are left?
When the gun was found, there were 5 rounds in it.
Hmm.
5 shots. So the
What does this
maximum
casing
number
look
of
like if
bullets
you
that could
fire
be
it one
missing
more
from it
time?
is-
Yeah, we could confirm that it's from that gun.
Indeed. And if the gun is missing 3 bullets, then...
The number of shots used here.
Yeah. Jeez, number of corpses found was one of the options.
We only found 2, though.
Right. That's the same number of cases that were found here.
Dr. Kimishima, if I may?
Yes, what is it?
Well, luckily the gun is in condition to fire.
Hey, that was
Yep.
my suggestion.
We can look at the rifle
If
markings.
you can find one of the bullets from the scene there,
Oh,
We
not
have
quite my
3.
No, we have the casings.
Well, we have the casings. We could
use
still...
the rifling to determine if it had been fired from this gun.
Nonsense.
Well, okay, let's think about it. Could we find any of the bullets that were fired?
You expect
Maybe.
me to find something that can fly over 250 meters a
about-
second?
Think about the 3 gun, like where the bullets were headed. So one of them went out the window, so we can't find that one. One of them was fired straight at her, so we can't find that one. What about the last one?
Yes, I know it might be a long shot,
I can't think.
Through her thigh? So that one would be in the ground, somewhere in the field.
I guess.
Looks like I don't have a choice. I'll let you know if I
You
do
could
find
do
it.
some preliminary testing to see if this is even worthwhile by firing it once, you know.
but please do.
That's
I'll
like
try to come up
the
with a different
sensible
plan from
option.
here.
How has no one thought of this?
Alright, so, all we have to do is just find a bullet
Dr.
in a flower
Kimishima,
field.
We've received the results of the analysis.
Which
Good.
one?
Is it about the differences between the chest and thigh wounds?
Are you some kind of psychic super spy or something?
Sort of.
Creepy.
You'll pay for that slip of the tongue, little guy.
Well, sorry, it was a joke.
Fine, but I'll remember that. Just tell me what the report says.
That's doing the panning music of seriousness.
Oh, yeah. That was what we called it.
Yes. Regarding the comparison between the 2 wounds, looking at them, it appears that both wounds were made by the same caliber of gun.
Not
that
surprising,
caliber 9mm?
considering the cases that we found were the same.
Yeah.
But the wounds are of different sizes.
Different locations.
Different distance.
Well, yeah.
Yes, it's possible for wounds to be
That was the word I
differently
couldn't
sized
think
even
of that
from
would
the
have been
exact
better.
same gun.
How can that happen? The reason I can think of is
The trigger was
distance was
pulled
greater.
faster.
Sheer force of will.
Also, the bullets were
see.
different sizes is
the
a funny
bullets were
answer
shot
because
from
that's
different
just
distances,
her.
weren't they?
That's basically her hammering in the. But that's impossible.
Way to go, Dr. Kimishima.
Sucking up to me won't spare you from my wrath. Keep telling me about the report.
Right. Comparing the wounds in the chest and thigh, the shot that struck her thigh was from a greater distance.
Fired
So-
from the door?
If the chest wound was made from close range,
Well, think about it. She would have been unable to move quickly after
Yeah.
she got shot in the leg. So, he could have easily walked up to her
Or
and just...
after she stepped
the
on
other
glass.
shot would have been fired from about 8 meters away.
Either
8 meters.
It seems that there's a big difference in the way she received both of these wounds then.
Yeah, that's one way to talk about it. She received the gunshot wounds.
Yes. Here, I'm giving you this wound.
Can I regift it? Like, before I get it?
Well, let's see. How could we narrow it down? There has to be something that we can do. Well, I don't... Maybe we have to do something before we can find it. If only we had a metal detector. Okay, yeah, we have to do something.
Don't
from
you have
here.
to, like...
Oh,
if
where
you-
was it fired? Oh, wait. No, not yet.
I'm remembering back to the Phoenix Wright case. Don't you have to, like... Can't you, like, get a metal detector
Yes,
as one
it
of the
looks like these
super
can be used together.
tools from the police department? I think the
Yes.
other one's, like, a dog.
Yes.
And there's something else.
And the dog's name is Missile.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I'm pretty sure it's a Shiba.
Rosalia had a laceration on her left foot and a gunshot wound in her right
Much more
thigh.
threatening name than he looks like he should have. Or she, I don't remember.
She was in no condition to walk.
Oh, Missile?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her foot had been injured by stepping on the broken glass at the entrance to the lab. And when she was shot in the leg,
She was standing in... See, we can't look for the bullet in the field of flowers because we haven't figured this out yet, I guess. Except I already figured it out.
Rosalia collapsed when she was hit in the leg. There's only one place in this lab a shooter could have been standing to shoot Rosalia in the
entrance.
field. That is
Near the lab's door.
Inside
A helicopter. On the roof. She said in the lab.
Yeah. Yeah, just take the helicopter in the lab out for a spin.
Yes.
It doesn't go very
It's
far.
from the entrance
Maybe it
to
was
the
an
lab.
RC helicopter.
But then how would you be shooting from inside of it?
Details.
The bullet that hit Rosalia's thigh went completely through. It'll be difficult to find that bullet.
Metal detector. I don't think we have one here though. Okay, I think we have to back out now.
The bullet that ended Rosalia's life. Looking around randomly for it won't get me anywhere. The number of bullets that were fired at this scene is...
We seriously going over this again?
Right. One shot in the flower field. One was by the desk. That's a total of 3 shots fired. Of these 3,
I
which
cut her
one
off,
was
but
fired last?
not correct. Which one was fired last was the one in the field.
Yeah.
That's right. The bullet shot in the field is the one that killed Rosalia. If it was before then, she couldn't have stepped on the glass, and there would be no need to shoot her leg. Then, what condition was Rosalia in when she was killed?
Probably not very good.
Well, she was standing. Because remember, she was facing the person that shot her when... Now what?
Well, she wouldn't be standing
Oh,
if she
I
got
guess we-
shot in the leg.
I guess...
Probably collapsed on the ground. if
Oh,
she got
actually,
shot in the
yeah.
leg.
Well, no,
Indeed.
So that
Yeah.
would mean that
She
she
was
would,
on the ground.
the
She-
bullet that killed her was shot down,
yeah, so it would have been right under where she
Wait.
was found.
was found, so we could find
Rosalia
that one.
was
Yeah.
lying on the ground when she was shot. She couldn't have been standing with those injuries to her foot and leg. So the shooter must have been standing above her, shooting down. That's right. The bullet that went through her chest must be...
A 9mm bullet.
Well, you're not wrong.
I love filling in the open-ended statements with technically correct but useless information.
Here it is. This is the bullet that killed Rosalia.
Ooh, the blue background.
The bullet's in good condition. We'll be able to check the rifling on it.
Yeah, rifling marks, aka the fingerprints of a gun.
Yeah, that's right. That is what they called them.
In Phoenix, right? Yeah, because they're trying to phrase it in a way that people will understand.
Mm-hmm.
And they mention it like every single time that gun rifling comes up. Or rifle
Every
marks.
time it's like they've never heard of it, I assume.
Yeah, pretty much. In the same case, too, I think. Let's see. I think...
Probably
Hey, little
analyze.
guy, I
Yeah.
found what you wanted.
You managed to find a bullet? I don't believe it.
I did some thinking.
You don't? Oh, I'll just throw this thing away then.
No. Come on, Dr. Kimishima, I need that. Seriously.
If you throw it away, you're gonna have to find the second one.
I might be able to do that.
Did you say something?
No, I'll start analyzing it right away.
Did you check the rifling?
It's a perfect match.
So that means...
Yes, there's no doubt at all that that bullet was fired from Albert's gun.
What in the world caused all this to happen, though?
Okay.
We can use
There
these
we
to
go.
find a deeper truth. Dr. Sartre left a gun in a safety deposit box. Its rifling perfectly matches the bullet that killed Rosalia. What this shows is...
Yep, probably.
It's about as conclusive as it
Yes.
gets.
Yeah.
Albert Sartre killed Rosalia. Rosalia and Albert lived together like a true family. What happened between them?
Well, we know for sure that murder happened between them.
All right. So, let's see if that changes.
Oh, Dr.
There we go.
Kimishima,
Yep.
about the recorder.
What is it?
We were able to reconstruct one of the sound files.
Good.
Oh,
Can you tell when
convenient.
the recording was made?
Well, it seems to have been recorded after the one I gave you before, but
What's wrong? Did something happen?
it's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Oh, sorry. Anyway, please try listening to the new recording. I've sent it over to you in the file Record 02.
He's a creative one.
All right, I'll make sure I hear it.
I mean, that's the kind of naming scheme I usually use.
Same.
It's over. God's child. But it was a misunderstanding. It wasn't God. The devil. It's the devil. It was beyond human control after all. Everything. It was all over on that day. That day 6 years ago. It must be stopped. I must stop it. Oh God. Please. Forgive my foolishness. Dr. Kimishima. The results of the analysis are in.
Took you long enough.
Which results are we talking about here?
I feel like that's this case in a nutshell.
Right.
Yeah.
One on Albert's bloodstain. Let's see. Traces of saliva were
Yep.
detected in the components of the bloodstain.
Saliva.
Yep.
That means
He
He's
slit his
spitting
wrist. He's spitting it.
that's right. It means that the blood was from blood Albert had vomited.
Yes, that appears to be the case. Can you figure something out from that?
Well, Albert was infected with viral hemorrhagic fever. This disease causes severe attacks that trigger vomiting of blood.
Severe attacks. If that's the case, then he may have been like the other victims we've seen.
Yes. Just like Veronica Cage and Alma Parker, there's a possibility that the disease undermined his sanity and drove him mad.
Well, in any case, we're finally starting to see the big picture behind what happened here.
Not yet. The most important truth hasn't been uncovered.
Why did Albert kill Rosalia?
Do you mean the cause of the recent outbreak of this disease?
That too.
Albert died of viral hemorrhagic fever 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Rosalia, the host of the virus, was
Well-
killed even before that.
I mean, the virus survived in
So
his
why would the
bones.
virus begin
Yeah.
spreading now?
But, yeah, like, it shouldn't have been spreading now.
Somehow it apparently
And how
got
can we stop
to
it? We don't have
Portland.
any answers for these important questions yet.
Sheesh. Looks like it's all over then.
Because
I really don't have much to regret.
even the one guy who was investigating it at Usamarad should have been an isolated case.
No, I can still do this. I'm not going to give up.
I thought you'd say that. I prepared another voice file.
Huh? You...
Oh, come on. Did you really think I meant that? Even I have something to live for, you know? Anyway, I've transferred the restored recording to you. The file name is Record 03. Give it a listen.
I could have sworn it was going to be Record 04.
All right, do you know when this was recorded?
Record
All right, so
2B.
what's the next one in the sequence?
Well,
One,
no,
two, 4.
Well, no, this should be episode
Yes,
1.
I've listened to it, and it seems to be from before Albert lost
And
his
then
mind.
2, episode 2, and then
no more. Ever.
The recorder doesn't have any more files for me to send you.
All right, I'll try listening to it.
Also, anytime anyone in anything says anything along the lines of "I regret
Rosalia
nothing,"
was found dead.
think
in the
back
field
to
of
one of my
blue
favorite
flowers.
lines from Coach Z in one of the Homestar Runner games, and that's "I regret everything."
I think I will finally be able to understand why now.
Data C. That's who we're interviewing.
The results of the experiments from the other day are in. It's a disaster. That virus. It's the most vicious and dangerous thing I have ever seen. No matter what attempts I make, nothing can stop their activities. They multiply and devour and destroy everything. How can she still be alive while that monster lives within her? I feel that her blood holds the secret to that. Her blood is the only key to saving all of humanity. I cannot give up. There's nothing more I can do to stall it. One day, this virus will be brought to heel, and I will return to that place, and...
Professor Sattva said that Rosalia's blood was the only key. This key that Rosalia had that allowed her to live with the virus was...
Yeah. Powerhouse of the cell.
Yes.
It was a glycoprotein
I'm glad that you
called
caught on.
immunoglobulin. In other words, it was an antibody. The Rosalia virus is immensely powerful. The professor tried to extract the antibody in order to suppress and control its activity. That was a Pandora's box that should never have been opened. Rosalia's blood was too much of a danger to look into.
Well, I guess at least he saved us from that. If it was a Pandora's box, we didn't open it and die.
Except it kind of got opened anyways.
Well, yeah, but at least it didn't kill the main characters.
Okay, let's ask him about it.
If we had gotten her to her blood, we would
Wait,
be the
what?
ones dead.